Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. I think my previous lecture is clear to you. So today we will discuss the next part of the chapter. So welcome to my next lecture, grade 10, topic control and coordination. In the previous video we discussed about the nervous system. In today we will discuss about human brain. Okay, the structure and function of the human brain. So let's start this video. The central nervous system or CNS that consists brain and the spinal cord. The brain is protected by a bony box that is known as cranium, and spinal cord is protected by vertebral column. The brain and spinal cord are externally covered or protected by a covering. That covering is known as Mannings. It is made up of three layers: dura mater, which is the outer layer; arachnoid, which is the middle layer; and pia mater, which is the inner layer. The space between these layers is filled by a watery fluid. That fluid is known as cerebrospinal fluid or CSF. This fluid flows from brain to the spinal cord and then back to the brain. It acts as shock absorber and protects brain from injuries. It also provides nutrient to the cell which is present in the brain and spinal cord. So it is a diagram of CNS, which consists brain and spinal cord. So let's start human brain. The brain is the main coordinating center of the human body. That you already know. It is the part of nervous system which control or monitor every organ of the body. The weight of the brain of an adult is about 1400 gram, or you can say 1 to 1.5 kilogram. Recent estimates have suggested that the brain contains anywhere between 86 billion to 100 billion neurons. There are different regions of the brain: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. In this picture you can see upper is the fore, green part is the midbrain and the pinkish part is the hindbrain. Now forebrain. It is the main thinking part of the brain, which consists cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus. The forebrain basically have sensory region which receive sensory impulse from various receptor. It has motor region which control the movement of the various muscle. There are separate areas in the forebrain which is specialized for hearing, smelling, seeing, general sensation such as pain, touch, taste, etc. Now, parts of the brain. Cerebrum, which is the largest part of the brain, which constitute 4/5 of its weight. It is divided by a deep cleft into two equal parts called left and right cerebral hemisphere. Cerebrum have two regions. Outer is the cortex, inner is the medulla. Okay, the cortex is made up of the cytone that gives grayish appearance. That's why known as gray matter. And the medulla part is composed of nerve fiber which give whitish appearance because of the presence of myelin sheath covering. That's why white matter. And the cortex is provided with ridge called convolution, or that bulges are there that increase surface area of the cerebrum. The well-developed cortex is responsible for the high degree of intelligence of the human. The information about the sense organ is stored in the cerebrum and used when needed. A certain part of cerebrum that control intelligence, learning, memory, emotions, consciousness, all these. In the cerebrum, nerves that come from the right side of the body connected to the left side of cerebrum and vice versa. So that yellowish portion is the cerebrum, that is the largest part of the brain. After that, diencephalon, which is also a part of the forebrain, which is located below the cerebrum. It includes both thalamus and hypothalamus. Now first is thalamus. Thalamus is basically situated between cerebral cortex and midbrain, which receive nerve impulse from sense organ and transmit to the upper region. It coordinates the sensor and the motor signaling. And hypothalamus, which contain many areas that control body temperature, urge for eating, drinking, and some region of cerebrum along with hypothalamus are involved in regulation of sexual behavior, expression of emotional reaction such as pleasure, fear, etc. In this picture, you can see the diencephalon, in which hypothalamus and thalamus are there. After that, midbrain. It is the smallest and central part of the brain, which connects cerebrum with the hindbrain. It has regions that are concerned with the sense of sight and hearing. Some region of the midbrain that transmit motor impulse to the limbs. In the picture, you can see where is midbrain is situated. Now, hindbrain. It is a central region of the brain which consists three parts. Name, pons, cerebrum, and medulla oblongata. Pons basically consists nerve fiber which connect various portions like cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata of the brain. It controls facial expression, respiration, and mastication. Mastication is a chewing action, okay, among the 12 pair of the cranial nerve and 4 pair that originate from the pons. Cerebellum, it is a part of hindbrain which is responsible for maintaining the posture of the equilibrium of the body and also coordinate voluntary actions. And medulla, it is a posterior most part of the brain which connect to the spinal cord. Mostly involuntary actions such as heartbeat, blood pressure, movement of food in alimentary canal, salivation, etc. are controlled by the medulla of the hindbrain. Okay. After that, in this picture you can see where is hindbrain situated. Okay. After that, spinal cord. It is continuation of medulla oblongata and runs through the vertebral column. The spinal cord is made up of two similar halves fused together to form a central canal which is containing the cerebrospinal fluid. The outer portion of the spinal cord is known as white matter, which consists nerve fiber, and the inner portion which consists cell bodies of neuron that are known as gray matter. There are 31 pair of spinal nerve that arise from spinal cords, and these nerve divided into branches and reach to several parts of the body like heart, lungs, stomach, etc. The movement of the limbs in the body that is controlled by spinal cord with the help of reflex action. The spinal cord that tapers at the end of the vertebrae where from a collection of the nerve roots originate, which are horsetail-like appearance and hence called cauda equina. Okay, that is the spinal cord. Please remember all these points. Okay. After that, there is a picture. In that picture, you can see the cross section of spinal cord and this white matter, gray matter, all these things you can see. After that, protection of the brain and spinal cord. The brain, which is a very important organ and require protection, therefore it is enclosed by a bony box that is known as cranium. And the brain inside the brain box is called, that is surrounded by a fluid-like material which act as shock absorber, thus provide further protection to the brain. And spinal cord is protected by vertebral column. Do you know? The brain transmits messages at a rate of 240 miles per hour. There are 10 million nerve cells in our brain. The brain uses more than 25% of oxygen used by human body. As compared to other animal, the ant has largest brain in relation to its body. So with this slide, your human brain has completed. In the next video, we will discuss next part. Okay, till then, stay at home, stay safe, be happy, and think.